Okay, real talk before we start. Yesterday, I made a to-do list with 15 things on it, and by the end of the day, I had done exactly two. Two! So, if you've ever felt like your productivity plans completely betray you, this episode is for you.
Ha, only 2 out of 15? That's rough. Hey everyone, welcome back to Joobira Zone. Today we're diving into something that affects literally everyone, staying productive every single day.
Yes, and honestly, I think productivity is one of those things everyone struggles with at some point, no matter how organized they seem.
Completely agree. Okay, so let's start with your disaster list. Why do you think you only finished 2?
Honestly, looking back, I think the list itself was the problem. 15 tasks is just unrealistic for one day. I basically set myself up to fail before I even started.
That's such a common mistake, actually. People often confuse a long to-do list with being productive, when really it just creates pressure.
Exactly. Useful phrase here, I overloaded my schedule, meaning I put too many tasks into one day.
Great phrase. And if you manage to actually finish everything, you could say, I got through my whole to-do list, which honestly feels amazing when it happens.
It really does. Okay, so what's your approach then? How do you plan your day differently?
I actually stick to a rule of 3. Every morning, I pick just 3 important tasks I want to get done, nothing more.
Just 3? That sounds so much more manageable.
Exactly. And even if I do more than that, great, but if I only finish those 3, I still feel like I had a productive day.
That's such a smart mindset shift. Useful phrase, I prioritize my top tasks, meaning focusing on what matters most first.
Perfect example. Okay, let's talk about mornings now, because I feel like how you start your day really sets the tone for everything else.
Completely agree. What does your morning look like?
Honestly, I try to avoid checking emails or messages right away. Instead, I take 15 minutes to plan my day before diving into anything.
That's smart. I used to jump straight into emails, and it always left me feeling reactive instead of in control.
Exactly. Reactive is such a good word here. It means you're just responding to things instead of planning ahead.
Right, and the opposite would be proactive, meaning you're taking control and planning things yourself.
Great vocabulary point. Okay, what's your current morning routine like then?
Honestly, I've started doing something really simple. I make my bed first thing every morning.
Huh, that sounds so small, but I've heard that actually makes a difference.
It really does. It's like an easy win right at the start of the day, and it kind of builds momentum for everything else.
I love that. Momentum, such a useful word for productivity. Like, once I get going, I build momentum and keep working.
Exactly right. Okay, let's talk about distractions now, because honestly, that's my biggest enemy when it comes to being productive.
Oh, tell me about it. What's your biggest distraction?
My phone, without a doubt. I'll sit down to work and somehow 20 minutes later, I'm watching random videos with no memory of how I got there.
We've all been there, honestly. What if you tried to fix that?
I actually started putting my phone in another room while I work. It sounds extreme, but it genuinely helps.
That's smart. Out of sight, out of mind, right?
Exactly. Useful phrase here. I get easily distracted, or my phone is my biggest distraction.
Great examples. What about you? Any tricks for staying focused?
Actually, yes. I use something called the Pomodoro technique. I work for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break over and over.
Oh, I've heard of that. Does it actually work for you?
Surprisingly, yes. Knowing a break is coming soon makes it easier to focus during those 25 minutes.
That's such a helpful method. Useful phrase, I work in short bursts, meaning focused periods of time with breaks in between.
Perfect phrase for that. Okay, let's talk about something everyone deals with, procrastination. Be honest, are you a procrastinator?
Oh, absolutely, especially with tasks I don't enjoy. I'll clean my entire apartment before starting something boring just to avoid it.
That's such a classic procrastination move, suddenly finding everything else more important.
Exactly. Useful phrase, I'm putting it off, meaning delaying something you don't want to do.
Great phrase. And if you finally stop avoiding it, you could say, I finally got around to it.
I love that phrase, got around to it. So natural and common in everyday English.
Okay, what usually helps you stop procrastinating on something?
Honestly, I try to break the task into smaller steps. It feels less overwhelming that way.
That's such good advice. Big tasks feel scary, but smaller pieces feel manageable.
Exactly. Useful phrase, I break it down into smaller steps, or I take it one step at a time.
Great examples. Now let's talk about something people don't always consider, the environment you work in. Does your workspace actually affect how productive you feel?
Completely. If my desk is messy, my brain feels messy too, honestly. I can't focus properly surrounded by clutter.
That's so true for me too. I noticed once I started keeping my desk clean, I actually sat down to work faster without dragging my feet.
Dragging your feet, great phrase, meaning delaying something reluctantly.
Exactly. And on the opposite end, useful phrase, I dive right in, meaning starting something immediately without hesitation.
I love that contrast. Do you have a specific spot where you always work?
Actually, yes. I have one specific chair and desk that I only use for focused work. My brain now automatically associates that spot with getting things done.
That's such a smart trick, training your brain through location. I do something similar with music, actually. I have a specific playlist only for working.
Oh, that's clever. So your brain hears that playlist and instantly switches into focus mode.
Exactly. It's like a signal telling my brain, okay, it's time to concentrate now.
That's such a useful habit everyone could try. Okay, let's do something fun now, a quick game. I'll describe a situation and you tell me a productive way to handle it.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. You have a huge project due in a week and you haven't started yet.
Productive response. Break it into daily chunks and just start with the easiest part today.
Perfect response. Your turn. Give me one.
Okay, you're working from home and it's hard to separate work time from relaxing time.
Productive response, set specific working hours and treat them like an actual job schedule.
Exactly. Having clear boundaries really helps with that.
One more round. You keep getting interrupted by notifications every few minutes while working.
Productive response. Turn off notifications completely during focused work time.
Perfect. Such a simple but effective fix. Your turn. Give me a tricky one now.
Okay, try this. You finished your to-do list early, but you still feel unproductive because the day feels unstructured.
Productive response, use the extra time intentionally, maybe learning something new or planning ahead instead of just letting it disappear.
That's such a mature response, honestly. This is such a great exercise, everyone. Try applying this mindset next time you're stuck on something.
Definitely. Okay, before we continue, quick reminder for everyone. If you're enjoying this episode, hit that like button and subscribe to Joobira Zone. It really helps us keep making more episodes like this.
Yes, and if you know someone who's trying to build better habits, share this episode with them. They'll definitely appreciate it.
All right, let's talk about energy levels now, because honestly, productivity isn't just about time, it's about energy too.
That's such a good point. When do you feel most productive during the day?
Definitely mornings for me. My brain feels sharp and focused right after breakfast.
Interesting. I'm the complete opposite. I feel most productive in the evening once everything else calms down.
That's funny how different that is for each person. Useful phrase, I'm a morning person, or I'm more of a night owl.
I love those phrases. They're so commonly used to describe energy patterns.
Exactly. Knowing your own rhythm really helps you plan your day better.
Absolutely. Okay, let's talk about rest now, because burnout is such a real risk when you're chasing productivity too hard.
Oh, definitely. Have you ever experienced burnout?
Actually, yes. A while back, I was working nonstop without any breaks, and eventually I just completely crashed, mentally and physically.
That sounds really tough. What helped you recover?
Honestly, I had to force myself to take actual days off without feeling guilty about it.
That's such an important lesson. Rest isn't laziness, it's part of staying productive long-term.
Exactly. Useful phrase, I need to recharge, or I'm taking a break to avoid burnout.
Great phrases. Okay, let's talk about tools now. Do you use any apps or methods to stay organized?
Yes, actually, I use a simple planner app to track my daily tasks. Nothing fancy, just enough to keep me on track.
I actually prefer writing things down on paper. Something about physically crossing off a task feels satisfying.
That's such a small thing, but I get it. It really does feel rewarding.
Exactly. Useful phrase here, I cross things off my list, meaning completing tasks one by one.
Great phrase for that feeling of accomplishment. All right, I think it's time to start wrapping up today's episode.
Let's do a quick recap of everything we talked about today.
We talked about realistic to-do lists, calm mornings, avoiding distractions, procrastination, your workspace and environment, energy levels, rest, and staying organized.
We also learned some great phrases like momentum, got around to it, dragging your feet, reactive versus proactive, and avoid burnout.
So many useful expressions today. Now here's a question for you, our listener. What's one productivity habit that actually works for you?
Let us know in the comments. We'd genuinely love to hear your own tips and tricks.
And if today's episode gave you even a little motivation to plan your day better, that makes us really happy.
If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who could use a productivity boost today.
Thank you all so much for spending this time with us today on Joobira Zone.
Until next time, take things one step at a time and remember, progress matters more than perfection.